Hello there, I'm Dr. David Cahill, President of the Australian Chiropractors Association, and welcome to this special update on the situation at RMIT. There's been an enormous amount of activity since the decision was handed down. There are a lot of moving parts, and I wish to update you on what the ACA is doing to address this. The easiest thing to do, and we've seen examples of it, is to simply jump up and down and shout and presume that this is going to be enough. We've done the more challenging thing, and that is to take the necessary time to really understand the challenges and set strategies to overcome them. This is a battle that's going to take some time, and we need to be, and we are, up for the fight. Some of the communications we make are public and some are appropriately private, but have faith in the fact that we are leaving no stone unturned in facing this challenge. A petition for students, members, patients and the general community was emailed to you today. Please get on board with it. I can confirm that the results of this survey will be tabled in Parliament, and this process took some time to be approved. Meetings with key influencers in the student body, the faculty, the profession and elected officials are being undertaken almost every day. Each board member is working on agreed sections of the strategy and communicating with appropriate parties on that. We've mobilised the international chiropractic community, the professional bodies who will be writing to the university from across the world. A student committee has been formed, and we're working very closely with that group to communicate what we're doing at each stage of our activities, and also, importantly, to coordinate their responses to the university. We've had preliminary conversations with sections of the media with a view to working with them at the appropriate stage of this journey. And there's plenty more going on than that. It's the university's sovereign right to make decisions as it deems appropriate, including which courses it wants to offer. Notwithstanding that, the ACA views how this decision was made as appalling. Our concerns around the process are many, 4 of which I will detail here. Firstly, the timing. There appears to have been callous disregard for those prospective students, many in Year 12, who had decided to apply for chiropractic next year. Being August, there is precious little time for them to work on alternative arrangements. Any young or mature age person seeking to study chiropractic in Victoria has been left suddenly and abruptly with no viable option. A publicly funded university acting in this manner flies in the face of the Albanese government's positive philosophy around educational access, particularly for those from the regions. Further, a public institution that selectively closes a program that both serves the public health interest and is economically viable requires scrutiny. Secondly, the lack of consultation has been complete and alarming. Despite multiple attempts by us, by students and by staff, RMIT have not provided rationale for this decision. It must have been a significant time in the making, yet any opportunity to address or discuss issues before it was handed down were absent. This program has been heavily supported over the years by the ACA and by many individual chiropractors. This support amounts to millions of dollars, including research funding and the donation of the Bulleen and Abbotsford clinic properties. To be treated with such disregard, despite that support, is galling, and in our opinion reflects very poorly on the institution. Thirdly, there has been a serious lack of what you could call fair income communication after the decision has been handed down. The particular reasoning behind the decision to date has not been explained with any clarity, as I said. We have of course tried to obtain the reasoning, but as yet have received only perfunctory replies. If you wish to break up with someone, have the courage to tell them why. It's a matter of integrity and basic decency. Fourthly, the words of support coming from the Dean for both the staff and students have a hollow ring to them. There has been no realistic acknowledgement of the difficulties, if the decision stands, that current students and staff would very likely face in the coming years if the course was to be taught out. The chiropractic profession is bigger than RMIT University. The chiropractic profession has an extraordinary record of service for the Australian people. We have a perspective and a focus that is unique in healthcare. We've developed a wealth of expertise in taking care of people and their spines and their broader neuromusculoskeletal health, nurturing strong neurological development in children, aiding the elderly to remain active and vibrant, and fostering a proactive approach to health within families. RMIT apparently don't see the value in that and even discount it by eroding professional input into their course over the years. Our focus at present is on having this decision reversed. At the same time, naturally, we're assessing all possible contingencies if it doesn't. We'll be encouraging the students to do this, to really think about their own personal situation and investigate the options available to them. We're in contact with all the other programs around Australia to facilitate those options being open and as smooth as they can be. We remain in close contact with the student body regarding this. If the decision stands, those students who wish to stay and finish their education at RMIT, they will need the ACA working closely with the CCEA to ensure standards are upheld. We will do this. They will need the ACA to be right beside them, providing external opportunities to enhance their learning. And through our closeness, our aim would be to have these students graduate with more professional connection, input and benefit than any cohort that has gone previously. Longer term, this is clearly a cautionary tale and one which the ACA takes very seriously. We of course have our intelligence on the real reasons behind this decision, but without meaningful dialogue with the institution, I do not want to speculate at this point. Understanding fully how a course that was at one time the absolute jewel in the crown of Phillip Institute of Technology has become the unwanted child of RMIT is a priority for us to inform our wider political positioning. High quality, undiluted chiropractic education is a must for our profession.